Hi, I'm Katie. Welcome to my very new YouTube channel. When I first got migraines and was told that I was going to be taking the drug Aimovig, I looked high and low on YouTube to see if I would be able to find what other people's experiences were with the drug, and there wasn't a ton out there, so I thought I should make a video. Even though I'm not a professional at all, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience and what worked and what didn't work for me. The first thing I want to cover, so I've been getting migraines since February of 2020, so basically right before the pandemic. I woke up and throughout the day, like, my head was steadily getting more painful, and then by the end of the day I realized I had a migraine, and I thought it would go away. After like a week, it didn't go away. This was so weird for me. I had never had a migraine in my life. And basically after like lots and lots of doctor's appointments and lots of medications, most of which did nothing for me, some of which made them worse, I discussed taking Aimovig with my doctor, which is a monthly injection of a beta blocking protein. I mean, talk to your doctor about it. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's an injection that you do once a month, and they've been called like total miracle workers. There are like 3 different injection types that you can get: Aimovig, Ubrelvy, and Emgality, and depending on what your doctor is used to, what your neurologist is used to, they'll decide which one is right for you. So I use Aimovig, and I'm just going to show you like everything about it because I had so many questions, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to respond to your questions. And you probably want to know like what it looks like. So it comes in a little box like this, and you have to break it open right here, and then on the inside it comes with a little guy like this. This one's been already used. I have like all of my sharps right here because I need to get a sharps container. This is one that's already used. I have footage of one that isn't used yet, so you can see the difference. Inside comes in this little box with like instructions and then your little shot. So when it hasn't been used yet, this is still clear and you can see the liquid in it. Right now it's yellow because it's been shot into my leg. You have to refrigerate this until the day that you are ready to use it. You can only take Aimovig every 30 days. So I just have it on the same day of the month every month so that I can remember it. So you usually pick it up from the pharmacy a couple of days early, and I highly recommend, since these are kind of uncommon, always call your pharmacy ahead of time because they don't always have them in stock. Make sure to get it, you know, with a couple of days to spare so that you're not like suffering at the end of the 30 days. Because it does wear off a little bit early, and I will talk about that as well. So when you are about ready to give yourself the injection or have someone else give it to you, in my case, take it out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes early. It says that you're supposed to let it get to room temperature. I actually prefer to warm it up. So what I do is I take the little pen and I just put it in between my skin and my pants, and I just kind of hold it like in my abdomen for a little while, usually for like 20 minutes, and then it's warm enough. Because if you inject yourself while it's still cold, it doesn't really hurt, okay? Like, you'll be fine, but I'm kind of a baby, so it hurt me. But listen, if you're dealing with migraines, you have a high pain tolerance, so you're probably fine. But I just prefer to let it get like to body temperature, because once it's basically the same temperature as your body, you literally can't feel the needle going into you or the medicine going into you. And when it's cold, you can definitely feel it going in. Okay, so there are 2 different doses. One is 140 milligrams and one is 70 milligrams. Obviously talk to your doctor and see which one works best for you. This one is 140 and this one is 70, so it's a different color. Yeah, and it'll just have it written on there too. How to, I mean, it's really, really simple, and they give you a little instruction card, a little reference guide for how it works. You can do it in your upper arm, stomach, or thigh. I always do thigh. I just think it's the least painful, but I've never tried it anywhere else, but that's just in my head, I guess. Basically, you pull off the cap right before you're ready to inject yourself. Like, push it in pretty far and then just hold down the top gray part until it clicks, and it's really easy. And then another question you may have is, how much does it cost? And of course insurance will cover it. If you are having trouble with your insurance, or if you don't have great insurance, it's not covering enough of it, ask your doctor about the Aimovig Ally Access card. Basically what it does is it gives you Aimovig free for up to 12 doses or a $5 copay per month. So I only have to pay $5 a month for my Aimovig, which is huge because I'm pretty sure this drug is like really expensive without insurance. So my neurologist totally hooked me up with this, and I am so grateful. Okay, so like I mentioned, you take this drug every 30 days. The first time I ever took it, I was having such a bad migraine. Like, I will never forget the night before I went out to a baby shower, and I was just in such excruciating pain the whole time. The next day I had an appointment with my neurologist, and they told me about Aimovig, and they were like, we have some right now if you want to try it. At that point I had been taking actually an antidepressant, Effexor, to calm down my migraines, and it was sort of helping, but obviously not enough. And I felt like there were so many side effects. That's a topic for another video though, and I could talk about that. It was about 5 o'clock when I went down to my neurologist's office and I picked up the Aimovig. We did it in the car. I was so nervous. It was totally fine, not a big deal at all. But because of COVID, I just did it in the car. So it was 5 o'clock at night. The next day was the first day that I had woken up without a migraine in literally 9 months. And I just like could have cried. I was able to work out again. I felt so good. Like, that first day I was no pain. It was incredible. Pretty much every day after that it wore off a little bit, and that first month it got so bad again that I called my neurologist, and he said, okay, let's do another one. I took another shot a little bit earlier than the 30-day period, and he was like, this isn't something we want to make a habit of, but yeah, talk to your doctor about that. It might be an option. And basically since then I've been doing it every 30 days. Some months it works better than others. I find that when I am in like a low stress environment, like I was over Christmas break, I was at my parents' house where like I wasn't working, I wasn't stressed about cooking, I was just chilling at my parents' house. I found that when I did that injection, it worked really well because I was already pretty relaxed, and so I didn't have very much pain for the next couple of weeks. Your doctor will tell you that it takes a couple of days to kick in. I have had times where it is like that, and I have had times when it works immediately. What I will say, your doctor will also probably tell you this, is that it takes a couple of months for it to fully work. I also think that is true. I feel like the longer that I've been on it, and I've been on it since November of 2020, and it's now April of 2021, so about 6-ish months, the better and more consistently it's worked. Now, it does wear off early. In fact, there are some months when it wears off so early that I like need to call the doctor and say like, what do I do? And we come up with a solution. But that's just something to note, that depending on the severity of your migraines and just what you're dealing with, what type of migraine it is, I'm guessing, they can wear off a little bit early. But that's kind of my general honest opinion of Aimovig. I'm so happy that I have this drug because I feel like on the whole it makes my pain a lot less than it could be. I'm really grateful for it. I also take Ubrelvy, which is basically the same type of medication, but it's in pill form, and you can get 10 pills a month, so those help too, especially if you can take it before you start to feel a migraine coming on. So anyway, again, if you have any questions, please drop them below. I would be happy to answer them. But yeah, that's all for now. Thanks.